Hey there, movie lovers. Welcome back to Rocky Watches Movies. Today we're teeing off into the hilarious world of hockey player turned golfer extraordinaire, Happy Gilmore. Get ready to discover some surprising facts, untold stories, and behind-the-scenes secrets about this 90s comedy classic. So grab your hockey stick, lace up your golf shoes, and let's swing into action as we explore 20 things you never knew about Happy Gilmore. The outrageous character of Happy Gilmore is based off of Adam Sandler's childhood friend, Kyle McDonough. Kyle was a hockey player who would get very passionate about the game. They grew up in Manchester, New Hampshire, and would sometimes play golf, but Sandler could never outdrive his buddy, which he attributed to McDonough's extensive background playing hockey. He went on to play professional hockey before going full circle back to his hometown, where he coaches the high school hockey team and remains friends with Sandler to this day. The film was co-written by Sandler's college roommate. Writer Tim Herlihy met Adam Sandler when they were paired together at NYU in 1984. Herlihy went on to law school, but when Sandler landed a job on Saturday Night Live, he got his friend on as a writer. They went on to write Billy Madison together, then Happy Gilmore. The original script for the film also had a rewrite by Judd Apatow, the man responsible for a string of comedy smash hits, including The 40-Year-Old Virgin and Knocked Up, although he went uncredited for his work. The most memorable sequence in the movie, no doubt, is Happy's brawl with Price is Right host Bob Barker. But Barker's name didn't appear in the original script. Screenwriter Tim Herlihy wrote the cameo for Johnny Carson's former sidekick, Ed McMahon, who reportedly never responded to the offer. Barker was originally unsure about making his cameo. It was only when he learned that he was going to win the fight with Happy that he agreed. Bob Barker had actually studied karate for decades under none other than Chuck Norris. The Price is Right host could probably break your nose without breaking a sweat. So when the time came to come to fisticuffs with Sandler, Barker insisted on doing his own stunts. Happy's fight with the game show host has passed into legend. The fight led to an entirely new award at the MTV Movie Awards. The punch-out between Gilmore and the Price is Right host won the very first MTV Movie Award for Best Fight. Everyone would surely agree that Christopher McDonald was fantastic as the movie's bad guy, Shooter McGavin. However, he wasn't the first choice for the role. It was, in fact, offered to Kevin Costner instead. The Oscar winner turned it down, however he went on to appear in another golf film released the same year, Tin Cup. McDonald also turned down the role not once but twice, saying he was tired of playing villains. It wasn't until he met with Sandler that he changed his mind. McDonald has since said that taking the role was one of the best moves of his career. Ben Stiller chose to take the role of the nursing home orderly without receiving credit. If you pay attention, no characters in the film ever even use his character's name. The only hint of his identity we are given is the fact that his name tag says Hal L. Another character whose name is not used is Happy's homeless caddie, played by Alan Covert. His name is Otto. It's featured in the end credits. It was spoken in a deleted scene, but didn't make its way into the main feature. During Happy's dream sequence, Modern Family star Julie Bowen appeared in lingerie, holding pitchers of beer and getting amorous with Shooter McGavin. Bowen later revealed that they also filmed a version of that scene where she made out with a dwarf dressed like a cowboy. In another deleted scene, Happy throws the nursing home orderly out of a window after finding out how badly his grandma was treated. Pro golfer Padraig Harrington attempted Happy's running swing, which was found to be legal because you do not have to be standing still over the ball when playing a shot, so striking the ball with a run-up is okay. Another attempt to ape Happy's style didn't go so well. A Canadian golfer tried out the move during a bachelor party and hit someone with the ball, who then sued the Sandler wannabe. The case made it all the way to the Supreme Court of Nova Scotia, which found the defendant liable because the shot breaches a duty of care on the golf course. Along with Mark Lai, Lee Trevino is one of 2 real-life professional golfers to appear in the film. However, he later regretted his involvement. The 6-time major champion told a University of Texas function in 2013, "If I had known they were going to use all those foul words in there, I never would have done it." Funnily enough, he has returned for the sequel though. If you thought Carl Weathers looked familiar with his right arm missing, you'd be right. Weathers' character in Predator gets his right arm blown off in a battle. His missing hand in Happy Gilmore is a sly reference to that classic film. Weathers, who until this point had made a name for himself in action films such as Predator and the Rocky movies, says that this role as Chubbs in Happy Gilmore turned his career around. Weathers claimed that it allowed producers to see that he had a knack for comedy as well as drama. He went on to play a hilariously fictionalized version of himself in Arrested Development. Another subtle nod to Weathers' past comes when Happy asks him why he didn't play a real sport, like football or something. Weathers was, in fact, a professional football player before turning his attention to acting. Then, towards the end of the film, Shooter McGavin refers to Mr. Larson, played by Richard Kiel, as Frankenstein. There's a very good reason for that. Kiel played the Frankenstein monster in The Monkees' I Was a Teenage Monster in 1967. The Tour Commissioner Doug, that's Dennis Dugan, the film's director, who also directed Sandler in other films such as Grown Ups, Big Daddy, and You Don't Mess with the Zohan. And even after he died in Happy Gilmore, Chubb showed up in the afterlife for a brief cameo in another Sandler film, Little Nicky. One of the golf announcers seen in the movie was Sandler's old college roommate, Jack Giaraputo. He was one of the producers on the film and was randomly instructed to grab a coat and tie and get some makeup on and join sportscaster Vern Lundquist. But he wasn't allowed to say anything because he wasn't a member of the Screen Actors Guild. The initial reviews of the film weren't particularly kind, but despite the reviews, the film was a huge commercial success. It was made for an estimated $12 million and recouped $8.5 million of that on the opening weekend. Worldwide, it grossed over $41 million. Unfortunately, though, Sandler was a contender for the 1996 Worst Actor Razzie Award, which he also earned for starring in the movie Bulletproof. He lost to Tom Arnold and Pauly Shore, who tied for the award. Even so, in a 2020 poll, fans voted for Happy Gilmore as Sandler's best film. Nielsen ratings indicated a significant increase in viewership for the daytime game show The Price is Right after Happy Gilmore premiered, particularly in the young viewer demographic. It would seem all the teenagers who loved the movie wanted to see more of that white-haired karate expert who is the host. PGA Tour players still love the movie. In 2024, the PGA Tour released a short video with players telling their favourite bits of the film. Mark Mothersbaugh, famously known as the frontman of the rock band Devo, actually composed the score for Happy Gilmore. Mothersbaugh is a very prolific composer these days, having done the music for many films, from 21 Jump Street to the Lego Movie to a number of Wes Anderson films. Most recently, he has composed the music for a Minecraft movie. If you want to visit the exact location of the fight, head to the 9th hole, at 9 if you must, of Furry Creek Golf and Country Club in British Columbia. The club has since renamed the 325-yard par 4 Happy's Hole. A golf course in Palmetto, Florida, was plagued by visits from an abnormally large alligator. The club then asked the public to help name the gator, and they decided on Chubbs, after Happy's mentor, who famously lost his hand to a one-eyed alligator. Happy Gilmore 2 has been made and stars some of the original cast. Adam Sandler, Julie Bowen, Christopher McDonald, and Ben Stiller return. The film follows Happy, a widowed alcoholic and ex-golfer who returns to professional golf to help pay for his daughter's overseas ballet school. Filming took place in New Jersey from September to December of 2024. It was released onto Netflix in July 2025 and received mixed reviews from critics. And there you have it, folks. You now know a little bit more about Happy Gilmore. If you enjoyed the video, which I presume you did as you got this far, hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss any future videos coming to Rocky Watches Movies. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.